about today. Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Some would
What's
say
he done?
Yeah, not much. Some would say the best director working currently. I mean, not me, but other people would. I don't know. He's pretty good. He's pretty fucking good, isn't he? So, to kick us off, what other Christopher Nolan films have you seen? I can think of a few that you might. Do you know what? I think this marks the first director that we're talking about that I've seen every single film he's done.
I thought you were going to say it's the first one where I've seen more than one film, and I was like, we just did Steven Spielberg.
Hang on, I've got to check that, because now I think Cronenberg definitely not, Leonardo definitely not, Schumacher, yeah, no, he's the first one on this list. I don't actually know if there's any others. Maybe Rob Reiner, maybe Sam Mendes, but yeah, no, I've seen everything he's done, everything he's directed. What have you seen?
I don't think I've seen Memento or Insomnia.
Oh my god, you've not seen Memento? No. Oh, right. I'll tell you what you're doing. Next time you come down, we're going to do all of Nolan's films in one go.
I've seen Batman. Like
Which
all
one?
of those.
All three.
All of them. I've seen Inception.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen Interstellar.
Oh, it's really good.
Or Dunkirk.
It's really good. That's also very good. So, just skipping over the most important one there, The Prestige.
I haven't seen that either.
I genuinely think The Prestige is probably in my top 10, and it is one of the most underrated films.
I'm just looking at the cast.
Oh my god,
that's a cast.
Yeah,
Batman,
Hugh Jackman,
Wolverine,
Christian Bale, Alfred, Black
Gollum.
Widow, David Bowie. Yeah, I regularly have conversations with my friend Sam, who was in the Navy actually, and we talk about The Prestige a lot, because it's a film that you can watch and then at the end there's like a refocusing of the lens, and it like you sort of figure out a few things that when you then go back and watch it again, it's that cliche. Every single time I've watched it, I've spotted something else that I'm like, oh shit, that means this and this means this. So that's what you're getting for your birthday this year. You're getting a Blu-ray of The Prestige.
Oh,
I
swear, is Michael Caine in every film with magicians in it? So he did the Now You See Me films, yeah.
He's not in Harry Potter. He'd have been a brilliant Dumbledore, wouldn't he?
He'd have done the angry bits really well.
You're only supposed to destroy their bloody Horcrux.
I just want someone to make him say that
now. So you've not seen Insomnia?
No.
It's not. I don't think it's particularly well known, but it's got Al Pacino and Robin Williams as I think he's a serial killer, or he's a murderer anyway. And fucking hell, that's a brilliant film.
Ah, sounds like a sequel to What the Genie Did Next.
So yeah, following Memento, Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar and Dunkirk. That is quite the back catalogue.
Yeah. Which is your favourite of the Batman films? Of the Nolan ones?
I really didn't want you to ask me that, because I genuinely love all of them. What's funny is every time I watch The Dark Knight Rises, I forget how much I like it.
I always forget how good Tom Hardy's Bane is.
Yeah.
Probably it's not particularly comic accurate. It's a really good representation of it.
But saying that, I was blown away by The Dark Knight. I mean, I remember that came out the summer that I left school, I think, or it might have been the year previous, but I remember me and a mate went to see it like after we finished for the summer. I just couldn't fucking believe that film.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Batman Begins was... to be fair, without Christopher Nolan, I don't think comic book films would be as big as they are now. Like, without Batman, like that Batman series and X-Men. And X-Men 3 nearly fucking killed them all.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose what you could say is the Batman trilogy he did, it sort of legitimised the superhero movie, saying, look, you can do superhero stories, but you can do them sort
of real as well.
Yeah, about character, and rather than he gets superpowers. He discovers how to use it. He's going to use it for good because of a traumatic event that happens in his past. He goes and does it. You know, it has a real. There's a real sense of groundedness to it. And yeah, there are, you know, sci-fi stuff like all the gadgets and, you know, contrivances and stuff.
They tried to bring it as make it as real, like technology-wise, as they could as well. I think, which was nice.
Yeah, I mean, you suspend your disbelief because obviously, you know, a bloke running around a city dressed as a bat is mental, but it does it in a way that it's a believable world because it's fairly realistic. But
I think the flip side of that is I think it really sort of fucked DC for a long time because that's all they want to do now. I mean, I haven't seen Aquaman, but they kind of want to just be like, look how gritty and real this is, and it's like, yeah, but you've got Superman. Just be fucking campy with it. Like, it's fine. Like, just make. Like, don't try and force them all into like the Christopher Nolan mold.
Well, like, taking it too like Man of Steel takes itself very, very seriously.
The thing is, like, you can't make a serious Superman film because who the fuck is he gonna fight?
Yeah, like, that's why I never liked him.
That's the thing. Yeah, as superheroes go, Superman and Supergirl, don't rate them at all because it's very hard unless you just go, yeah, but they've got kryptonite, and it's like, yeah, but not everyone can have kryptonite.
Yeah. Would it be better if he was maybe just allergic to peanuts? Because it's slightly more believable. You can get your hands on some peanut butter quite readily. You could take on Superman if you were made of peanut butter.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Supergirl just sort of goes, like, the TV show just goes, oh, here's some Kryptonians for you to fight. And for the most part, it's just like, it's more fighting, like, smaller, like, organizations rather than, like, actual single character, which I think works better.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the following.
Yeah. We went on a bit about Batman. That's cool. Well, you know, we're still discussing.
It's hard not to when you're doing, like, Christopher Nolan's the guy we're dissecting. Not dissecting.
Whose body of work we're dissecting, you could say.
Yeah, no, yeah, dissect was just not the word I was expecting to say. It makes it sound like this is more of an autopsy than like a podcast. That would be an interesting podcast, though.
What was that?
Just someone recording a podcast while doing an autopsy. It'd be.
I'm sure it's been done. I think there's not many venues that podcasting hasn't now explored.
Well, let's not do that. I don't think we're qualified.
I think that means it's all the more reason for us to do it, is because we'd be learning too on the spot.
Just what's this thing, and should it be beating?
Should this be outside the body? Generally, the answer's no.
Yeah, that reminds me of like this like little like comic strip thing that It's like a lawyer talking to a police. No, it's a lawyer talking to an autopsy performer.
Mortician?
Yeah, your word's better.
Thanks.
And they're just sort of like, so was the victim dead when you performed the autopsy? And he was like, yes. Yeah, but how could you tell? And like, but like he didn't have a pulse. And they're like, but what you're saying is he could be alive. And I'm like, no, because his brain was on the table next to me. And it's just like, I see. But yeah, so this following thing, it's good.
I liked it. I liked it in the same way that I liked Blood Simple. That it took me a little while to get into it, and then when I got into it, I was like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, did you find bits of it really fucking confusing? Because it never says that it's... Because it jumps around in time a little bit.
Mm.
And it took me a long time to catch on to that. I was like, he sounds the same, but he looks so different.
Yeah, like he telegraphs the shift in time by like difference in appearance. So like Bill, he shows up with like he's been beaten up, or he's had a haircut, or he's that's how you. That's the thing with Christopher Nolan is he doesn't very often, or at least sometimes he makes his stories in non-linear fashion. Like Memento is literally a story that runs from the end to the beginning.
Oh, yeah, because with this, because you know it's a conversation from the future, because you see the police officer.
Yeah, and he's being this Bill, isn't it? Is the archer.
Yeah. And so he starts like talking through it, and then he's just like, oh. And then there's a few scenes that are sort of like out of sync, and it's like, okay, and it makes sense if you're thinking that it's a conversation. He kind of is answering questions and jumping around the story a bit to be like, oh, but this is why this happened, and like it was a really good film. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
I might watch more of his films.
I think you should, particularly The Prestige. So the following refers to Bill's hobby, and Bill is our primary. I don't want to call him a hero because he's not really
just
a hero.
The protagonist, really. Yeah.
So he's decided that he's just starting to follow people at random.
Yeah, which is weird because I assumed that the whole film would be about just following people.
It's over very quickly, the fact that he follows people.
Because he just basically goes like, oh, the first rule I broke was never follow the same person twice. And it's like, okay. I guess that's the following over.
Yeah.
Because he follows the girl, doesn't he? And then sees Cobb coming out.
And then follows Cobb, and then Cobb twigs onto him. So Cobb's this sort of the guy in a suit, well-to-do, and he's very confident, and introduces him to burglary. But it's a strange kind of burglary, isn't it? Because they steal things that don't have really any monetary value. They steal things that they know are going to have some sort of emotional impact on their victim. So,
yeah, and then they leave things behind as well.
Yeah, so they know someone's seen it, because the refrain he keeps going back to is, everyone has a box. Refers like everyone has a box of memories that they keep in. So, and his theory is they're making this box to be seen by someone. When we loot the place and we turn the box upside down, we show them that someone's seen it. So that they should be fine with that.
You think, like, in the sort of opening, 20 minutes, they both say things that I'm sort of like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like when he's like, oh, I'm just following people because I think their lives are interesting, and it's like, and he's almost trying to live vicariously through them by following them.
Yeah.
And then Cobb's just sort of like, I go through people's stuff because you can tell a lot about people by the stuff that they have, which what you can tell about me is I'm a fucking hoarder. But
and you like pop figures.
Yeah, no, I really do.
You know what, if people come around here robbing me, you know what they're going to think? Oh, he's a big fucking fan of Attack of the Clones.
Just almost to the point that they'll just be a bit weirded out and leave. They won't steal anything. They'll just be like, I'm just gonna, this guy might be a psychopath. I'm just gonna.
The thing is, on my DVD shelf, it is literally 6 copies of Attack of the Clones, and then beneath it is all horror films. They just look mental.
Just watching Attack of the Clones and then a horror film, just being like, right, I need to get riled up so I'm angry when I watch this horror film.
And then when I get too scared of the horror film, I need something to soothe me. Attack the Clones. It would be a welcome balm for this.
And then you'll start getting angry and be like, right, back to the horror films.
I need to see teenagers cut in half again.
Yeah, it's just all films with just Hayden Christensen in them.
Apparently, he's in a film called Breaking Glass that is actually meant to be quite good. And Jumper wasn't bad. I didn't mind Jumper.
The thing, Hayden Christensen wasn't the problem with Star Wars. George Lucas was the problem.
Yeah, 100%. Although he didn't really help himself by being a terrible actor. So.
No, I think the writing wasn't up to snuff in the prequel films. Attack of the Clones suffered the worst. I don't like sand.
Ugh.
Well, maybe it's lucky you left the fucking sand planet then. Don't go back.
So yeah, Christopher Nolan. So we then move it. Bill meets. Well, she's never given a name, is she? The girl.
No.
It's quite strange because very few characters are given a name. So Bill gives his name as Bill, and Cobb gives his name as Cobb. They're the only character names I think we have, because the girl is referred to as the blonde, and then there's the policeman and the bald guy. But
yeah, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, there's no one. No one else has a name.
How much do you think we should get into the giving away the ending? Because there's quite a similar, and I'm going to use a classy word for a denouement, which is like just a big action or twist or movement in the plot. It's very similar to Memento, which is, I don't want to ruin Memento for you.
I think,
because I really think you should go and watch Memento. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, we can dance around the ending.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, Cobb just basically gets.
He fucks him over.
Yeah,
Cobb
he gets put into like
fucks him over,
like his style burglary.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar to The Prestige. Actually, in some way, I see like flashes of his future work with.
Do you know? I saw the fucking biggest flash of his future work.
Go on. Someone's dressed up as Batman in the background.
No, in the second robbery, on the door, is a fucking bat symbol. There is.
Like, I completely forgot.
I was sat watching it with my flatmate, and I was just like, and he was like, that's a fucking Easter egg, isn't it? I was like, no, it's foreshadowing. Like, at this point, no one thought he was going to make Batman.
He's got to go. You know.
It's just him just being like, Chris Nolan just going like, I'm going to direct Batman. Bat symbol.
Can you imagine if we'd gone back over this and suddenly you realise like there's a bit of boat from Dunkirk and somewhere he's reading a book about dreams, and then because his brother did Westworld, there's a cowboy gun.
It's just some like weird like
future diary,
prophetic dream. Like it's just a dream sequence of just like a writer just being like, I'm gonna write Batman.
Something worth saying, this is very short for a feature film. It is only just a feature film. It's 69 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's good. It had a $6,000 budget as well, which is incredible.
Well,
like to film in London as well.
He made this on. I was reading up about it. He was, to save on film, they rehearsed everything, and then they were just filming at weekends in friends' houses. And the fact that he can make this with no money, of course you're going to hire him to do,
big budget stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best. Him and his brother. They are two of the best storytellers that we are lucky enough to experience their work. And I'm thinking, again, just about The Prestige. You really need to go and watch The Prestige. It's fucking brilliant. After the... because there's a realisation that's similar to The Usual Suspects at the end of this. Like, you think... as you've been watching the film, you think it's one thing, and again there's this shift and this refocusing of the lens, and you realise what's actually been going on outside of the film that you've seen. And it led me to I've written down two quite big questions. One's a bit more throwaway and maybe a bit frivolous and flippant. My first one is, and I wrote this down pretty much halfway through the film, is, did Cobb ever exist? Because I was thinking about Fight Club. Something made me think about Fight Club, and I was thinking,
that's a good point. Yeah, especially with...
Could there be an argument that he has just imagined Cobb and he's actually perpetrating all the things that Cobb is accused of? Because there's a murder that takes place, and the cover-up, it'd be almost so clever.
It'd be interesting if the blonde hadn't talked about...
I really don't like this.
Yeah. Because in Fight Club they... what's her fucking name?
Marla.
She only ever talks to them as if they're one person. Yeah. Whereas the blonde refers to them both as separate people. Like, quite clearly to Bill.
There's still no reason why they couldn't just, as a contrivance, be showing Cobb as a figment of Bill's imagination. And if you just imagined Bill in that scene, as far as she's concerned, she's just talking to Bill It's just that from his perspective, he's referred to as Cobb because Cobb is the persona he's invented to get away with his crimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was only like a throwaway sort of thing. Like, oh, I wonder if it's this. And then the other thing that occurred to me as soon as he said, "Oh, my name's Cobb," I was like, right, I know what this is. Is Cobb the same character as Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Inception? Does this guy then go on to realise that, oh, you can nick stuff from people's dreams too?
That would be incredible.
What amazing! So he does all this, like, and then because at the end of the film he just vanishes and he disappears, and then when do you next see him? He's spent all this time burgling houses and stuff like that. Then he develops this technology that means he can go into other people's dreams and steal shit. Cobb is quite an unusual name, and for the fact that this is the same director, it's in London, where no one is called Cobb, and then he uses that same character name again. It's got to be. I think Cobb is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's the same character. So
I think you're on something, and you should really call Christopher Nolan and be like, yo.
I'll just Google it. I'll just get his number now, and that can't be difficult to.
Yeah, it should be that easy
to find these days. Surely, I mean, he's quite well known. Oi, Chris.
but then the only trouble is, like, I mean, even like recasting it would be fine, but they've recast it as an American actor. But then I suppose
he's putting on an accent. It's not that hard, is it? We can all do that.
No. No, that's. Or what if it gets to the end of Inception and then that's where the following actually starts?
Oh, now you're thinking outside the box. So hang on. So he spins the spinning top. It's going, and then he's just in
Wakes
a cafe
up
with Bill.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you following me?
Interesting. Oh,
yeah.
Now I really want that. I really want it to be one of those way round.
Let's have a look. Right, Chris Nolan fan theory. Cobb is
Cobb.
Cobb. I've just given Cobb is Cobb.
Cobb is Dom Cobb. I guess would be the way to do it.
The film theory. Cobb is the real dream target in Inception. No, that's not the one. Theory. Cobb from. What's this film called? Oh yeah, Following is Cobb from Inception. Why did Christopher Nolan reuse the character name Cobb? Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Following Chris Nolan's first, Cobb has disappeared. Cobb in Inception is mysterious, obsessed, and expert in what he does. Knows Cobb is best. Cobb in Following is mysterious. We know next to nothing about him, but he is likewise someone who could be considered the best at what he does. Perfectly the young man, and was hired supposedly by the others to do that. Cobb in Inception blames himself for his wife's death, but succeeds in the most complex heist. Cobb in Following actually does something, is a thief for a living, succeeds in perfect heist and frame job. Both characters are manipulative, are linked to a death, are thieves, operate in illegal operations, obsessed, mysterious. Both characters are hired to perform their jobs. Oh my god! Have we just? Is Following Inception? Have we been incepticized all these years?
What if they're just two halves of the same film? That's why the Following's so short. It's the full title is Following Inception, which means because it's Following Inception, the Following comes second.
But hang on a minute. What's his film following Inception though? The film following Inception is The Dark Knight Rises, so Bill is Batman. Yeah, at the end of the Cobb goes on to nick stuff from dreams, and Bill grows up to be Batman.
But explain, like, the bat symbol is on his front door already. He knows where he's going. God.
This 100% makes sense, and there are no holes in this argument. This is watertight. This
is the Nolan verse now.
We've been prestiged. Oh my god!
I want that to be true now. Maybe not confirmed. The Batman bit, but like that would be cool. But I really don't think it is. But I really want the rest of it to be true.
Oh my god, this is the greatest discovery since.
I mean, no, Batman could be
Something
a dream.
Wait, so
Batman could be Bill's dream.
Bill's dream, because Bill is really a PTSD-ridden soldier who was at Dunkirk.
And they're all just layers of a dream. And that dream is, there's going to be at some point a Chris Nolan like biopic where it's revealed that like someone was just trying to steal all of his creative abilities, and Christopher Nolan doesn't actually look like Christopher Nolan. He's someone else.
Yeah, because he's managed to penetrate all our collective dreams.
It's just a simulation, man.
This is the greatest conspiracy since JFK. So much so I've forgotten how we got it. Yeah, at least ours could have happened.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with film. You can just say shit and go, I think...
I don't think we should release this podcast, because I think once they realise we know, that's targets on our backs there, mate.
Or do we get to be Christopher Nolan's pals?
Are we Robin?
You can be Robin, I'll be Nightwing, because I don't think I'd look that great in short shorts.
Fine.
Neither would you. But I think it'd be more entertaining seeing you towering over someone dressed as Robin.
Fucking hell. Anyway, so yeah, following's good.
Yeah, we think. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't really want to talk about the end that much because it was.
Go and watch it because it's a wicked ending. It's a real nice way that it all links together.
Yeah, because as soon as you get to the end, you're like, oh fuck, that makes so much sense. It's not like when you get to, like if this had been a TV show and we got that ending, it'd be like, oh cool, I don't need to watch the rest of it. Like, I really feel like you've done your thing.
Yeah, I feel that might actually be the case with our next episode as well for co-directors, because the ending of that, actually the end of that is in the very opening. So anyway, we won't go on about next week.
What are we doing with Memento?
We could do that. We could just go through all of Chris Nolan. He's only done a few.
I mean, to be fair, that's what we were originally going to do with this podcast, but then you decided that you didn't want to.
Well, no, because like it was
after
just more interesting.
Most of Shane Meadows' films, just like, I don't think we're actually going to do that. Just like, mate.
I should have kept that going. Yeah, we're going to do it exclusively about Attack of the Clones.
That's season 2 done. Season 2, episode 2.
What is it? I think I might be imagining this, but I believe there is a podcast, and I can't think what film it is, but there is a podcast that exists that is, I think it's like a half hour or an hour long chat about every minute of a film. So they'll watch 60 seconds of this film and then discuss that 60 seconds for like an hour, and that's their episode. Fuck, what is that podcast called? Have I just invented that? I
if you have,
think
that's
that
a genuine idea that I think...
What, done in 60 seconds? Hang on a minute.
Just watch the first podcast 60 seconds of something and then decide if we like it.
By minute of film.
You've done a lot of Googling things this recording.
Movies by minutes, is that it? Yeah, here we go. Movies by minutes, that's it. The Minute podcast. There are currently 121 podcasts. So they've done, so they watch a minute of Star Wars. They've done Star Wars, Goodfellas.
So they only watch a minute of the film. They don't discuss every single minute of the film.
I don't know. I know it's something along those lines. I can't.
Because what if right? So we just get a random number generator. We bang in the runtime, pick a minute.
No,
and
genuinely,
then watch that, and then and is that what they do? Just pick a random minute from the film, discuss it, and then.
It's not a random minute. It's like the whole film, minute by minute. Yeah, this is a genuine thing. Yeah, Star Wars Minute.com.
I'd have a look at that.
Oh, that's why there's a... Yeah, no, they haven't finished. They're doing Force Awakens at the minute, and they're at the point where they're on Starkiller Base.
Ooh.
It can't be. It can't just be a minute. It must be like 5 minutes, and they discuss it at a time. But like they discuss each minute. We should really have a listen to it before we start saying this is what they do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, if they don't do the thing that you're discussing, we should do that.
Jesus, they've done hundreds. I think what they've done is it's not the same people, because there's just not enough time for 2 people to do all these. They've done Evil Dead, or it might be Army of Darkness.
I mean, to be fair, we could do that for Channel Zero.
I was just thinking, I think what they do is they get different hosts, and then you can just submit your podcast. So like, if you wanted to do it about a specific, we should do it about the fucking Prestige.
Can we not do it about like
Prestige,
Trainspotting?
Minute. Someone's fucking done it, haven't they? No, they haven't. Okay, we might be able to, okay, that might actually have to be something. Anyway, we've rambled on a lot.
That's like a fucking weekend's work, mate.
Go and look at the Movies by Minute podcast. They sound wicked. Go and watch Prestige. That's wicked. Go and watch Following. It's really good. I really liked it.
What's it called? Minute by Minute?
We've moved on. Movies by Minute. Movies by Minutes, it's called. So I get, and there's a tab on there that says submit your podcast. So I'm assuming that anyone can do it.
Well, we should finish this recording and then get fucking started on that, mate.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, so there's a submission form here. So you give up your details, your podcast name, and your film name. So like, we so in theory we could pick a film that we both really like. I'm thinking Attack of the Clones.
You like that a lot more than me, Mr. 6 fucking copies.
Yeah, you bought every single one of those.
No, I bought 5 of them.
I'm sorry, mate. Someone's already done Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
Oh my god, can you imagine how long that would take?
Fucking years.
Have they done the extended editions though? That's the question.
I think they'd be largely the same thing. Genuinely, I think we should have a look at doing this. Oh, someone's done Evil Dead 2. That's a shame. The Shining. Yeah, there's loads of it. Anyway, go check some of those out. They sound really cool.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to.
Cool. Yeah, so that's Following. We spent most of this podcast not talking about Following. That's fine. It's only a jumping off point anyway.
We did talk about it, and
yeah.
I think we just decided that it was too good to actually talk about the plot too much.
There you go. That's a backwards compliment. Your film was too good to talk about.
Well, it's good enough that we both agree that it's a really good film. But if you know the plot, it's not. If that makes sense. No, that's fair. I don't think for me there's not a lot of rewatch value.
Probably not.
Because once you already know the story, it may be interesting to watch it once more, knowing the story.
Now, here's the thing: there's a film where the more you know about it, the better it gets.
You can say the fucking Prestige again.
The Prestige. I'm gonna get a Prestige tattoo at some point, definitely. It's so fucking good.
Has someone done the XXX films?
Now, there's a fucking idea. I don't want to do the first one though. I've not seen the third one, and the second one's balls. So.
Oh, the third one's not bad. No, it's not on there. Yeah, can we do that? Can we do XXX?
Maybe.
Or the Fast and Furious.
Oh no, there's way too many.
Or can we just do a shitload of documentaries?
Should we not do this admin on the podcast?
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Sport.
Cheers for listening. Our next co-directors, I'm very excited about, because this film was one of my favourite films for a very long time. It's Sam Mendes, which means we're doing American Beauty.
I feel like this has all just been leading up to you making me watch this film that I've never seen before.
Well, funny enough, actually, there's another one you should watch. About these 2 magicians.
Oh, is it called Now You See Me? Because I've seen that.
No, that's 4 magicians. This is 2, so it's half as good. No,
I mean, technically, over the 2 films, it's 6 magicians. And Daniel Radcliffe, who's not a magician.
He's a wizard.
Well, no, he's not. He's just like a guy who's like, oh, I like magic, but he's not magic, and not a Harry Potter reference in sight. And I was very pissed off.
That is bullshit. Oh, you know what we should do for the minute? Sorry. We should do. No, we should fuck off. We should do horns.
Oh, you know, I actually love that. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Oh, I love horns. That's in my top 10. Anyway, yeah, so co-directors, next one is American Beauty. Co-pilots, I believe...
The next one after this is
Marvelous
UK
Miss Maisel
versus US.
Oh!
The first of many UK versus US.
Yeah, the new UK-US throwdown. Because, let's face it, both our countries are a little bit fucked at the minute, and we need something to unite us, and nothing unites us like a divisive competition.
Yeah, and the trouble is... I don't know which one. Because tune in for that.
Shameless.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know which one I prefer.
I really thought it was Marvelous. No, it's not. It's Marvelous Miss Maisel and Glow.
Look at the order that they come out in, Joe.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
So look, this is by release date. God damn it! So Marvelous Glow comes out first, then this, then the next co-pilots after this is Shameless.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, little peek behind the curtain. We don't record these in order.
No, but we have a list that has them all in order.
I got confused because I was just looking at the ones we hadn't done, which was this one. But yeah, UK, US, Shameless. Fuck off. Good.
I hope you edit all that discussion out, which I know you won't.
No, it's all staying in. It's all gold. It's all gold, mate.
Back in gold, mate.
Right.
All right, I'm done.
I've had enough of talking to you. Goodbye.
Let's go play Overwatch.
Reinhardt.